Hello Pisces, and thank you for joining me for the July of 2019 Taroscope with Animal Totem. This is Vickie the Rock and Roll Prophetess, and this is for Pisces, Sun, Rising, and Moon. We're going to use for the main portion of the reading, this deck, the Rock and Roll Tarot deck, my creation, and then we'll pull a card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards, also my own creation. If you're a Patreon level 2 subscriber, and in addition to getting their free weekly readings, I'm also going to pull a bonus card for all 12 signs from the Songs from the Journey Home. It's a tarot deck, but it's real different. It's really a cool deck. I really like it. So let's get into the reading. You know, July is such a huge month. It's eclipse season, so we're getting into eclipses, and it's going to bring about changes. This is a different kind of eclipse vibe than we've been used to for a while. The past few years, and that great American eclipse and everything, we were in the signs of Leo and Aquarius. Now we are moving into a different energy altogether, and we've just come off the solstice. By the way, if you're watching this in June, I still have the solstice readings available. And I'm also going to bring back those eclipse readings. I offered them a couple years ago and they were very popular, but since the energy has shifted so much, I brought those back, and you can find out all that on my website, in addition to books, decks, and the whatnot. You know, the whatnot. Well, I guess the guides are already coming in, because the whatnot is not anything that I'm going to be talking about. That's not a phrase that I use. I think a lot of my guides are kind of old-fashioned people. Some of them, well, I shouldn't say old-fashioned people, but from another era. And a lot of them are rockers that have passed on. I often do get rock quotes and songs and stuff, and that's part of the way my guides do communicate to me as well. Also, these decks, if you see any words popping out at you, that is a way that you can get a message directly for you from these general readings. Okay, well, sure looks like love is in the air for you guys. Look at this. The Lovers and the Ace of Cups was sure first couple cards that did pop out for you. So new relationships, new love beginnings. Match made in heaven. I'm going to put that down as your headline, a match made in heaven. Yeah, whenever the Temperance card shows up, this is talking about that there's higher angelic forces that are working on it or in play. This is also a great card for relationships too, because it's the two different it's the two different people. And it's the combining of the two souls, of the two lives into one. Even though this is water and cups, which represents love, of course, it often reminds me of when people get married and they bring a candle and they each light the candle into one candle. That's kind of what this is about. It's like the combining of these two energies into one unit. It also, again, does talk about higher love stuff going on there, higher forces working on your behalf, setting things up for you, setting up circumstances and different things so that these kind of unions can happen and people can meet. If you're already in a relationship, this is Sun, Rising, and Moon too, so if that part doesn't resonate you might want to check the other. But if you're already in a relationship, this can still be where you've had this renewed sense, because if you're in a long-term relationship, if you are, you probably already know this, but it does have its peaks and valleys. It's not always, you know, that initial burst of being in love kind of fades away, and then it might come back, and it fades away, and it comes back. So you might be in a phase where it's like coming back, coming on strong. That's what I'm hearing. It's some song, but I'm not catching the whole thing. It's coming on strong. I don't know. If anybody knows, they can put that in the comments. By the way, if you ever want to put, a lot of times I'll get songs if you've never seen this, and I don't always know the song. Don't put a link to a video, because it automatically gets just stuck in the spam folder and I may not see it. So you can just put the name of it or copy and paste lyrics if you want to in the comments. Money's also looking really sweet, Pisces. Jeez, you guys are getting it everywhere. I'm hearing getting it, coming and going, but that's usually not a good thing. That's usually like you're getting, you know, screwed over coming and going. This is something really favorable. Money's coming in and you're free. You are free from whatever you've been in bondage to or held back by, or, you know, been holding you down, where you've had to be really tight with money and stressed out about it. All of a sudden, it's not happening. I mean, maybe some of you could be coming through this partnership. I mean, that's a That's a possibility. It could be that you get involved with somebody who's very wealthy and they're paying your way all the time. Or it just could be like you don't have to bear the whole financial burden on your own either. It might not be that they're wealthy, but the combined income makes it better. But this feels like, this is something for you. Like, boom, boom, there it is. I see fat here. And I don't feel like it's in a bad way at all. It's supposed to be faith. It's part of the word faith. Let that happen. If it seems like it's saying something else, that's a message for you. I heard fat like you're fat, like your wallet's fat, you got some money. And you might be doing some traveling too. You might have enough money to do some traveling. But this is also, and these two are together, some kind of big boost forward. Some kind of big step up or step ahead, or big promotion, or move, up to the next level. Definitely moving up to the next level. You can see my legs. I don't want my legs on camera. You're the first one I'm doing this morning. That's why I'm kind of doing a little adjusting of stuff, getting things set up. I don't know what's up with this. There. Let's iron this out a little, make it flat. There, much better. Anyways, yeah, so big achievement is standing out to me. Achievement. So some kind of big achievement. And this says wealth, but I also feel like for some of you this could be in health too. Especially if you've had some kind of stress-related problem, disorder, anxiety maybe, or even heart issues, or if it's somebody that you know who's had a heart issue thing. So that's turning around, and this is, better, much better, getting better all the time. What is that? I do believe it's getting better. It's getting better all the time. I don't know the melody, but something about I do believe it's getting better. All right, so this, I keep wanting to say Capricorn too, and I know that it's Pisces. I know I'm reading for Pisces, but the only thing I can think of, well, maybe for some of you this is your relationships with the Capricorn. That's number one. But number two, that the full moon eclipse on the 16th is in the sign of Capricorn. So it could definitely have something to do with that too. I just looked down at this devil card, and the devil card is number 15. So I'm thinking like maybe 15, 16, mid-month, something could really be popping and happening here. And this is the 14th. You've got 14, 15. Okay. And then 16th is the eclipse. Okay, what is the animal totem card for? I keep wanting to say Capricorn. This is crazy. I know we're doing Pisces. But so there's going to be some crazy connection for Capricorn. Devil is Capricorn's card also. Alright, what is the animal totem? Don't forget to check out my website if you do want to get an eclipse reading or a solstice reading or any kind of reading. I have many different kinds of readings available, and I do appreciate all your patronage. What is the card for Pisces? The butterfly. Sweet! See, butterflies are love too. When butterfly shows up, and we've got these cards down here, the lovers and all that stuff, this is talking about some major love stuff for you guys, for sure. But it means other things too. Blossoming. Let's read what I wrote initially. No longer of the earth you take flight to soar with the angels. Release burdens and embrace the metamorphosis. Dance in joyous recognition of the ever-evolving now. Yeah, well, butterfly is coming into full bloom, and the lovers is coming into full bloom. Ten of Pentacles is coming into full bloom. Chariot is coming into full bloom. So I think for most everything, it's like coming into full bloom. I mean, that might even be a better title for your videos this month, Pisces. Wanting to say Capricorn or Taurus. So some of you are going to be involved with the Earth sign. I think a lot of you are going to be involved with like a Capricorn or a Taurus, because that sure keeps coming through here. But yeah, I think of butterflies as love. I also think of butterflies are definitely spirits of loved ones who have passed by. So if any of you, or if this is where you're missing somebody, maybe there's somebody who was suffering with a long illness and has left the earth plane. That could be, in some cases. The butterfly would say, they're happy and whatnot now. Or if you see a butterfly, know that that's them. That's them showing up for you. That's them coming through for you. That's them being there. Okay? Okay, so that is the reading for July. It's a big month of change. We've got two new moons. None of them are directly on you, but we have a new moon eclipse on the 2nd. We have a full moon eclipse on the 16th. We have another new moon on July 31st. So it's a tumultuous changing month, but from the looks of these cards, it sure looks like the changes are mostly positive for you, Pisces. Alright, so if you are a Patreon level 2, you can come and get a reading. The bonus card will be drawn from the Songs from the Journey Home. This is the coolest deck ever. I really love it. And so if you are, you can find out about it through my website, which is up above. I have all the info below and above, and also the subscribe button. Thank you so much for all your support by liking, sharing, commenting, donating, subscribing, Patreon, buying readings, everything that you do. I love reading your comments. They have a great month of July and eclipse season, Pisces, and I'll speak to you soon.